I've been using my MacBook Air M4 daily for 6 months, and in that time I ended up buying a lot of accessories to make my experience with this thing a little bit better. So today I'm going to be showing you guys 10 budget accessories for your MacBook Air. Alright, starting off strong, if you guys watch the videos, you know I talk about this thing all the time. This is a carry case for my MacBook. Now when it comes to MacBooks, especially the MacBook Air, there is no internal cooling on this thing. So putting a case on it will actually trap heat, which if you're trying to get the most out of your device is not ideal. So to prevent scuffing and scratches, I just put it right into this little thing, and the inside of this one is lined with some sort of like fuzzy material. I don't know what it is, but I literally just put my MacBook into here, close it up, and now when I throw it into my bag, if I'm going to school or just going somewhere I need my laptop, it provides a little extra cushion support so you don't crack the screen. Now this is something I'd recommend buying if you're extra cautious like me. They're pretty good and they don't break the bank. Now at number 2, I have something for the people who like to use their MacBook on maybe a dual monitor setup or a single monitor setup, or maybe you just like using it with a keyboard and mouse. Now this is a laptop stand that I picked up off of Amazon. It cost me around $25, maybe 23 bucks. I don't really remember. This thing is honestly great. It's held up pretty well. I actually use it on my dual monitor setup, but again, it's pretty simple to use. You just throw your MacBook on top, you angle it at whatever angle you want to use it at, and then you kind of just boom. Now at number 3, we have one of my favorites on this list. This is the Wavlink Thunderbolt 5 docking station. You get 4 Thunderbolt 5 ports and 4 USB ports. You also get an Ethernet port right at the back, a port to power the thing so you can charge your devices. Now you get 1 Thunderbolt 5 port directly at the front to plug into your Mac, which does have a max of 140 watts, and the one directly next to that is one for all your accessories with a max of 30 watts. I personally use this to power my microphone or charge my phone or AirPods. Also, you get an SD card slot and a micro SD card slot, and because it does have 140 watts of power delivery, your MacBook is obviously going to be charging the entire time, so you don't have to worry about it draining your battery, and you don't have to worry about having your charger plugged in the entire time. It's literally one cable that plugs directly into your Mac, and it makes it so much more seamless, especially if you're running a dual monitor setup like me. Now what I really like is just the sleek design on this thing. Like, it fits so perfectly on my setup, and it's not that big where it takes up a lot of room and feels, you know, like it doesn't match. The silver design is very nice, and this video is sponsored by Wavlink. The link to this will be in the description. Be sure to go and check them out, and I'll definitely be using this in my setup, so stay tuned for that. Now at number 4, we have a very underrated one. This is a 65 watt charger from UGREEN. Now if you do know, the standard charger that comes with the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro is the 70 watt charger, which is honestly huge. For context, this is the 70 watt charger. This thing is just so big and annoying to lug around, if I'm going to be honest, and this is a 65 watt charger, so 5 watts less. I mean, you're not losing that much power, and for the portability aspect, this thing is honestly great. It's also so well designed and very compact. It's just this little cube that you can literally just put into your pocket and carry around with you. It also comes with the standard USB-C cable, which is honestly awesome, and that is also my next accessory. Now at number 5, we have USB-C cables. I always keep one of these on me whenever I have my MacBook. I feel like it just comes in so handy if I ever need to charge my phone or charge my AirPods, and if I'm not near an outlet, I can just charge it straight with my MacBook, which I actually ended up doing a lot when I was traveling. I kind of forgot to bring a power bank, so I ended up just plugging my phone into my MacBook, and it did the job. So yeah, make sure you guys have, you know, any of these cables with you. They come in really handy and they're not too expensive either. Now at number 6 are the AirPod Pro 2s. They're literally just AirPods, if I'm gonna be honest. I personally love these things. The way that I can switch between my iPhone and my Mac is just unbeatable. I actually have a pair of Skullcandy over-ear headphones, and these genuinely have better active noise cancellation than those. Now I will say the microphone is not that good, so I never actually use the mic for these, but the battery life is really good. They pair directly to my Mac like any other headphones, but I'd recommend picking up any pair of sort of earbuds if you can with your MacBook. And if you are a wired earbud user, then you could use those on the Mac as well, as it does have a port for an aux cable, so feel free to pick up whatever you like. I definitely recommend the AirPods. They're just really easy to integrate, and if you are a student, I'm pretty sure you can get a free pair if you buy during the certain deals, so I'd say they're definitely worth picking up. Now at number 7, we have this USB-C to HDMI converter. This is a really underrated underrated buy that I don't see a lot of people talking about. If you don't have a docking station and you don't want to spend that much money on a docking station, then this is a really inexpensive option to actually be able to connect your Mac to your monitors. This was literally 10 bucks on Amazon, and this is just some random company. This one is 4K 60 Hertz, which is exactly what my monitor is, so it works out pretty well. It's really good for portability as well, as when you don't have a docking station and you want to connect to maybe a single monitor, you can just plug this in and plug your HDMI in and you're all set. Now at number 8, we have this Anker dongle. I picked this up around a month ago because I didn't have a docking station at the time and I needed like a portable way to plug in peripherals, charge multiple devices, and even import clips from my camera. So this thing does have a SD card slot and a micro SD card slot as well. You get 2 USB ports, 1 USB-C port, one for charging it so you don't have to have your additional cable plugged in, and an HDMI port. Obviously, paired with this, I was able to get dual monitors. This was not a good long-term solution if I'm going to be honest, so I did end up just switching over to a docking station. It just makes the whole process a lot easier. But yeah, this is a pretty inexpensive option if you're looking at, you know, a dongle, and I know some third-party ones can cause issues, so you got to kind of do your research before you buy one. For the most part, the ones on Amazon are pretty good, so make sure you do your research and check the reviews. Now at number 9, this one is for my creators, anybody who's editing clips, whether it's from your micro SD card or your SD card. And it's also for my Air users. Obviously, if you have the MacBook Pro, you do get one built in. My SD card fits right into here and it's super portable. I always throw this into my carry case in case I have to do any editing from the clips on my camera, and I can edit my clips wherever I am without a whole dongle sticking out of my MacBook. I definitely recommend picking one of these up. Now at number 10, I honestly might get hate for this, but if you've used the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro, you know just how dirty the screen gets, and the best way to clean your devices is a microfiber cloth. Again, they're not that expensive. I like keeping my MacBook really clean, especially if you're working in somewhere with a lot of sunlight. The fingerprints become very noticeable and they are annoying, so I always carry a microfiber cloth in my carry case as well. It saves me the hassle and I don't scratch my screen. I get, you know, a clear screen, and I actually use this to wipe the outside of it as well, as I know that the outside collects a lot of fingerprints, and genuinely that is a reason that I bought the silver version of this. I was considering getting the midnight navy, but I saw just the amount of fingerprints and dust that it collects and how noticeable it is, so I had to pass and get the iconic silver. Now that is the end of the video. I'm gonna be posting a lot more content soon, so make sure you guys are subscribed, and I'll see you guys again in the next one.